Greetings YouTube, this is Tattling76 and I'm coming at you with another first taste video. Wait a minute, I ain't got no food, how am I going to do that? Bazinga, this is actually Ryan Chattaway's third annual 24-hour movie marathon video. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, because everything you're about to see actually happened.
Shut up. Just listen to me. Just listen to me. What? What? Where am I? Luke? This is so weird. How did it... I don't even know how I got here. I got my camera in my hand. Luke. Wait a second. This is his 24-hour movie marathon video. Huh. Guess I know what I'm watching. Yeah, on a more serious note, I'm sitting here, I'm watching Luke Ryan's 24-hour movie marathon. It's the third year he's done it, and really looking forward to watching this. So definitely, check out my reactions to the whole video, and the link, of course, will be down below in the description box of how to find that video. Be sure you go and support his channel. He's done a really cool intro. This is a 3-hour video, so he starts off with a bang. The intro, I think, is about 10 minutes and incorporates footage of his movies growing up to stuff like this. Like a little, kind of like a little short film that he does. Yeah, his intro, he does this little, I'm not going to blow it to give it away because of, I don't want to spoil the actual narrative of his intro. But he's running all across all these different locations, and it's set to the Rocky music, and it's really, really funny. And it contains some of the best editing I think I've seen on YouTube. Luke is a master editor, so I highly recommend you check out his channel because he has some epic videos and some awesome just editing skills. I'll give you a taste of what I mean in 1 second.
Can't be. He found me. I don't know how, but he found me. You better run, you pussy! You better run! You pussy!
Oh my gosh. Chill Pilgrim just made a cameo appearance from what looks like a old video of his. Oh man. And it looks like his intro is over. Gosh, this is so awesome. I'm 10 minutes into a 3-hour marathon video. Went to the store to buy some beer before this because I usually, on my days, my last day before my first night off, basically I got off work today and I'm off work for a couple days. I always like, drinking a couple beers because I love beer. Let me pause it really quick. So usually I drink like a Guinness because I like stouts, but I went to the store to get it and they didn't have any stouts tonight. They didn't have any Guinness, and I was like, okay, well maybe I'll just grab something really light like a Rolling Rock. I went to go grab Rolling Rock, and they were out of that too. I guess they were getting a truck in at the grocery store. So I was like, man, they don't have anything, and so I just was just walking, just looking, and I was like, oh crap, look what's on sale. Pabst Blue Ribbon. And it works out because I just got done watching Blue Velvet for the millionth time about a week ago. So here we go. For those of you who've seen Blue Velvet, you'll understand what I'm talking about with Pabst Blue Ribbon. I'm not drinking Corona. Screw that shit. Oh my... Sorry, I just got done filming that last clip, and I press play again, and he opens up, and him and his fiance are talking on the phone, and she's like, "Where are you?" He's like, I don't know where I am." He's like, "I'm like Forrest Gump. I just kept on running." Sorry, it's just, I love this video, and Luke's like one of my closest friends, so like, obviously, I think he's hilarious, and so, and yeah, for those of you who did not know, Luke actually came and visited me here and stayed with us for a couple nights, me and my wife, and I made a video on that. So if you haven't seen that video, check it out on my channel. I'll put the link to that below as well. We had an awesome time. So I understand some of the inside jokes and stuff that's in this video. That not that there's many inside jokes, but you know what I mean. So I just felt like running. Man, I'm only 14 minutes in and I'm bored as hell. I'm just kidding, man. This is really, really awesome. Really, I mean, of course it's because they're engaged, but the fact that Luke and Connie has such a great on-screen chemistry, it really makes for entertaining watching. And their relationship, as portrayed on the camera, is really funny. And they have a lot of jokes that they tell, and they're just fun to watch on here. So yeah, I'm definitely enjoying this so far.
That was amazing. I can't believe I got that on film.
Luke always goes above and beyond with his videos, and that's always a good thing. He's actually doing all my guidelines that I set out, and he's actually going back to some of the other marathons, the first two, and picking some that were on there, and he's adding them to his, to where he's raising it to, I guess you could say about 7. I mean, he's adding 2, which is awesome. And so, yeah. I was thinking, for, if you've done this every single year and you're interested, for next year's, I may make a t-shirt and maybe work it out to where some people could pay like $5 for a t-shirt or whatever, and it says, "I conquered the movie marathon or the 24-hour movie marathon, something like that. I'm thinking about doing that because I think it'd be pretty cool. Because I really want to make this an every year thing. And then when YouTube ends up, one day, nothing lasts forever. When YouTube goes away, whatever website we all choose to go to next, it just continues. I mean, I hope to be doing this. I mean, I think I'm going to be doing some form of 24-hour movie marathon the rest of my life. So hopefully one day we'll have a 20th annual movie marathon. Who knows? Let me know what you think about that. The first film they're going to be watching is Last Action Hero, and that's going to be the underrated film as one of the guidelines. I love Last Action Hero. I used to love it when I was a kid, but it's actually a film that's really heavily underrated and underappreciated, in my opinion. It's supposed to be a spoof or a homage to the corny action films of the 80s and 90s or early 90s that Arnold Schwarzenegger was in. So I just think it's an awesome movie directed by John McTiernan, and I just think it's brilliant. Really funny, really entertaining, and with some really great action sequences as well. So, yeah. Luke just busted out some cereal. I think I'm gonna have to eat some cereal pretty soon. Yeah, they just got done watching Fantastic Mr. Fox, Wes Anderson's stop-motion picture, and it is brilliant. I love Fantastic Mr. Fox. Probably my favorite. It's definitely my favorite stop-motion movie and one of my favorite animated movies, because it always seems to fall under the animated category, even though it's stop-motion. So I would say that it's actually one of my favorite non-live-action films, and one of Wes Anderson's best films. But then again, I love every single Wes Anderson movie almost the same, so it's hard for me to actually say that, but it's brilliant, and I really, really, really need to pick up the Criterion of it. I saw a video that Robbie Webster did. I think it was it Robbie? Yes, it was Robbie, showing off the Fantastic Mr. Fox Criterion Blu-ray, and it looks amazing. So I definitely need to pick that up. Past few minutes, they've been trying to decide what to watch next, and Luke's giving Connie the task of finding a film to watch that's one of her favorites. And like everybody who loves movies, it is incredibly hard to decide what film to watch. I know for a fact it can take me forever to watch a film, or to figure out a film to watch. Yeah. Man, I just looked at the time clock on the YouTube, and I'm already 50 minutes in of 3 hours. It's gone by so fast. Great video. Damn it. When I film, I would start it with the wrong end. Yeah, they just got done watching Dirty Dancing. I think I've only actually seen Dirty Dancing one time. I really, really enjoyed it. I really liked it. I understand why people like it and why it's, such a famous film. And I remember seeing the sequel, not necessarily the sequel, but the second Dirty Dancing movie, Dirty Dancing Havana Nights. I actually saw that when it came out. I think it was on TV, and I think I was at my sister's house, and she started watching it, and I really liked that one too, because of the whole, it took place in Cuba, and it had, the revolution and stuff, when Castro, the whole takeover of Cuba, when Castro led the uprising, and so, the historical aspect of it was really awesome, and I don't know, I just really enjoyed all of them. they kind of had a little discussion on here about chick flicks. And about she didn't really want to pick certain movies because she thought that because they were chick flicks, a lot of people wouldn't really care. Like, why are they watching that? Well, my opinion is, I love watching chick flicks. Because I don't necessarily consider them chick flicks. I think mainly it's just because women like them more than a lot of guys do. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of movies that are considered chick flicks that I could watch on a regular basis that I really like. Yeah. So, I would mention some of them, but I plan on doing a top 5 chick flicks soon, so, yeah. They decided they're going to watch Titan AE next as a box office flop. I really don't have any opinions on the movie because I never saw it. And they're eating some tacos right now. I would show it, but I really think you need to watch the video to get the full experience of seeing Luke eat. But if you don't want to watch his video, which I don't know why, because it's such an epic video, you could go to my channel and see his video when he came to visit me, because we made tacos then as well. So, you could see him eat tacos there in that video. But make sure you check him out in this video eating tacos, because this video is way better than mine. Yeah. And I didn't get cereal yet. Decided to go for chocolate chip cookies. So, got Simply Made chocolate chip cookies, all natural, made with simple ingredients: eggs, wheat flour, butter, sugar, chocolate, and cookies with no artificial flavors or preservatives. So they aren't filled with preservatives, and they taste delicious. I'm used to homemade cookies because my wife is an amazing baker. But sometimes I just like buying some cookies for some milk and cookies. But I don't feel like drinking any milk right now, so. They are watching It's a Mad, 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 Mad World as their next film, and it's over 3 hours. I really, really love the film. It's hilarious. I really love it. I love the epicness of it. So, I'm excited to see what he thinks of it. I really, really, really hate this internet. I was watching Luke's video and my internet kicked me off. Piece of crap. Yeah, I just spent the last 15 minutes rebooting my computer. YouTube's been giving me some issues tonight, so I don't really know why. But yeah, I'm an hour and 31 minutes into this, and Luke, you're awesome, man. I am getting really, really tired because I've been working many days, and I work about 11-hour days, so I'm getting pretty tired. But I'm going to get through this tonight. It helps that it's a very fun and enjoyable video, and one of the best videos I've seen in a while. So, let's crack on. I have now reached the intermission. Man, I think I remember getting tired like this during my marathon. Oh, my marathon. I feel like it happened so long ago. My marathon.
You are entering another dimension. One not only of sight and sound, but of the intense, passionate love of film. Into the mind of one man, crazy enough to stay up 24 hours to watch movies. You are about to enter the Chattaway Zone.
wait, you're starting your movie marathon now?
Yeah.
Okay, just a word of advice. If you find yourself getting tired, fix yourself a Boboli pizza.
Oh, don't worry. I got the pizza already in the oven.
Okay, man, I'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Thanks.
Bye.
But it's gonna be a long road ahead. I'm really doing some things this year that I think are crazy, and I'm kind of going back to how I did in the first one, 24-hour movie marathon I did, and that's doing a lot of epic movies and just watching some movies that maybe just makes the challenge harder, and I'm doing that. So I'm not only starting at night when I've already been up since 9 this morning, but I'm also watching long movies, and not all of them are long. But like I said, I'm well rested. I took a nap, and I slept a lot last night. And I really only need like 5 hours to sleep every night, so I should be good. And if not, I'll just crash after the marathon. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And I actually have a pizza that I'm cooking in the oven right now, so that's what I'm gonna be eating while I'm doing this because I didn't get a chance to eat dinner tonight. I had some some black beans and rice for lunch, and some other stuff that I made, and it was so good, and I had too much of it, so my stomach was really upset all night, and so I just didn't want to eat any food. I was just like, I couldn't even look at food at all. But yeah, so it's April 10th, 2014, 11:08 p.m., and I'm starting my third annual 24-hour movie marathon. There's 4 requirements. 1, you have to watch one movie that's over 180 minutes. 2, you have to watch one foreign film. 3, you have to watch a box office flop. Actually, there's 5 requirements. 3, box office flop. And so that's 180 minutes. That's foreign film, flop, a film that you think is underrated, and also one of your favorite films. So I'm starting off with a flop. Yes, I'm starting off with the flop, and that is Bernardo Bertolucci's 1900. It's actually one of my favorite movies too. It's a brilliant film, but I mean, it was critically divided divided people when it came out. It was horrifically cut, and it just never. It was a flop because of that, and it has since become a classic. But there's still a lot of people out there that don't like it. But I think it's brilliant. I think it's a masterpiece. So I'm starting out with this. The funny thing about this is that this movie is 315 minutes. So do the math. It's a long film, and that's what I'm starting out with this year. My first year, I think I started out with Titanic, then I did Das Boot. This year, I'm doing 1900, and I got some other epic films that I'll be showing. So, I just love that Blu-ray cover. And as you can tell, probably here, I got the menu up. So, my pizza's ready, I think. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it ready. Alright, well, I actually just got done eating my pizza a little while ago. I'm an hour and 11 minutes into the movie. So it's about 12:20. And I forgot how epic this movie was, in regards to the time frame. First, I should just go ahead and say it's about 2 guys. One is a landowner's son, played by Robert De Niro, and the other one is a peasant's son, played by what's his name? I forgot his name. Gerard Depardieu. I think that's how you pronounce his name. And basically, it's just them. They were born on the same day, and Robert De Niro's family owned the land, and Depardieu's family basically kept up the land. They were the peasants, and so it's basically about class, and it takes place over a long period of time. about 40 years, 45 years, and it's just about the clashes that they have and their personal stories mixed with the actual historical backdrop of the political turmoil that was going on in Italy at the time. So that's what this film's about. And it's an hour and 11 minutes in, and the characters, like the De Niro and Depardieu characters, are still kids, like little boys. So I just forgot how epic the scope of this film was. You also have Donald Sutherland in a really cruel and villainous role as just kind of sadistic guy who I don't really want to give away who he is, but you guys need to see this movie if you want to see him play a really good villain. Burt Lancaster's in it. Let's see. One of my favorite character actors, Sterling Hayden. Let me see if I'm missing anybody else. A huge international cast, and it's just a brilliant, brilliant film. This is actually the 3-disc Blu-ray set. Half the film is on that disc. The other half's on this, and this is just like a documentary on Bernardo Bertolucci. Alright, well, it's about 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm done with the first disc. So that was about 2 hours and 50 minutes. And, I forgot how, right before the intermission, there's a really disturbing scene with Donald Sutherland. It's insane. Basically, he takes a cat. Spoilers. He takes a cat and he's like talking about communism and how it's bad and what do you do with a communist, and he takes this cat and ties it to the wall, and he's talking to a group of guys. He's like, this is what you do, and he runs and slams his head into the cat. You don't actually see his head hit the cat, but like the next thing you see is him go like this, like pull his head back, and there's blood all over his face. He's just so sadistic in this film and crazy. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and pop in the second disc and finish it. I'm doing pretty good. It really helps I slept long today. Plus took a nap a little while ago. So yeah, so I'm doing good and I'm still enjoying the film. So let's get started with part 2. Part 2. And I know every other year I've held the camera, but instead I got my computer right here. And it's a tripod, and my webcam, my Logitech C920 is connected to my connected to my tripod. See, it's on a tripod. So yeah, I like doing it this way because I'm sitting here, I'm watching the movie, and yeah. But I'm sure I'll have some kind of footage of me driving around because I think I'm gonna get some coffee in the morning. I know I'm gonna go get lunch. Yeah, I'm not doing this as crazy as I've been doing it like the past couple of years. Like, I mean, I say that now, but it might turn out differently to where it's actually a really interesting video. But either way, all this is about is me loving movies, watching movies for 24 straight hours, talking about them, sharing my passion for them. Yeah, so let's go ahead and start in part 2 once again. Alright, well, it's almost 4 o'clock, and I just finished watching 1900. Great film. I mean, I think it's a masterpiece. I love it. I do think maybe it may be a tad bit too long in certain spots, but I mean, that's just me nitpicking. It's a really powerful film, and it really gets better for every time you view it because you're more invested in each of the characters each time because you know them better, and you get all the little details and all the little um, situations that they go through, and you feel for them in different ways more than before because you know them a lot better, and it's just a great film, and it's pretty powerful too. Great ending. I mean, I know a lot of people might not like the ending, but the ending I think is perfect for this film. It has a lot of meaning, and I just highly recommend it. Um, for people that know you're gonna like this film, that you're into epic films, and you don't mind if it's kind of like slow and it takes its time. And if you're just like a big fan of these type of films, it is slightly disturbing in certain aspects. In fact, I know it had to, they released it unrated because it would have been NC-17, and so there's some disturbing, violent scenes. But overall, it's a great film. But what was I gonna say? Um, oh, well, it is. It may disappoint some. So what I would do if I were you, because I think this is like $30, you could get the same edition on DVD for very cheap. Either go to like a used movie store, like Movie Stop or something, or even on Amazon. It's really cheap, and see it that way, and find out if you like it before you invest in the Blu-ray. But I think it's just a splendid film. In fact, when I first saw it, I wasn't bored at all. I think it was perfectly paced and for the scope and the story it was trying to tell. But I have read it, and some people saying on like Amazon, if you look at their negative reviews, they say it's just boring, slow, disturbing, blah. But the thing is, yeah, you've heard me talk about it enough. But yeah, now what I'm gonna watch next, I'm not sure. So I will pick something and I will let you know. Alright, everybody. Well, I have picked out my next film, and this one's not going to cover any of the categories, but I'm actually watching more than one of this series of films tonight, or during the marathon, and what I'm watching right now is Godzilla versus Biollante. The Blu-ray. Basically, it's about a scientist who takes cells from Godzilla and mixes them with plant, and the plant becomes a creature, and it's a battle between Biollante and Godzilla. It's a pretty cool movie. I really enjoy it. It's actually one of my favorite from the Heisei series of Godzilla. So yeah, so that's what I'm watching, and this is one of plenty of Godzilla films I'm watching during this marathon. And I decided to move over here because it's getting later and my back started hurting, so I'm gonna actually lay down and watch the TV. Actually, I'll show you. Hey everybody, Ryan here. I just realized I was just messing with some of the footage that I got like last night, and I accidentally deleted one little video. It was like 2 minutes long, and it was between Godzilla and the movie I'm watching now, or Godzilla versus Biollante. But yeah, I finished that probably like 6:30 or something this morning, and I just love that movie so much. It's so like different than some of the other movies in the Heisei era of Godzilla films, but
mainly just because of the character or the you know, the opposite of Godzilla, which is a big plant Godzilla basically. But yeah. Oh man, I've been sometimes if I lay back on this enough, my hair just starts going. But anyways, yeah, I really like it, and I'm glad I got the Blu-ray, and I cannot wait for the rest of the Godzilla films to come out on Blu-ray. And I know we're getting some that are coming out in May, so I'm really excited about that. But now I'm actually watching one of my I can't remember if I have it considered one of my favorite films because technically it is my favorite film of all time. Um, I think I did Flop, which was 1900. I haven't done foreign film yet. I did um, the Godzilla movie. I think that was just like a fun one. And then I'm now watching The Godfather Part 2, which I think I saved for my 3 hour plus category, and the movie's 3 hours and 25 minutes. So I've watched one 5 hour movie. I'm watching a 3 hour and 20-minute movie. And I'm pretty sure that another movie I'm going to watch is over 3 hours too. I just really love long, epic movies. So, yeah, I'm watching The Godfather Part 2, which is my, I consider The Godfather Part 2 and 1 to be kind of like one companion. They're both companion pieces, so I always consider them at the same level. And since The Godfather is my favorite film of all time, and it's been since like elementary school, The Godfather Part 2 is my favorite film of all time as well, because I consider them together. So, yeah, I love The Godfather Part 2 for so many different reasons, in different ways as well from the first film. Just brilliant performances. I think Al Pacino gives one of the best performances in American cinema. I think Robert De Niro does a brilliant performance as a young Vito Corleone. Um, it's just a fascinating film. I love it. I never get old of it. I started it about 7 o'clock this morning because I finished Godzilla at about 6:30. I ate some cereal. My wife was getting ready for work, so I was up talking to her for a little bit, and then I started this at about, I would say, 7. And what time is it now? It's 9:55 now, so 7, 8, 8 and 9, 9 to 10. I took a little break to eat another bowl of cereal, and I went, use the restroom or whatever. And then I got a phone call. So it's 9:55 now, so that means I'm supposed to be 3 hours or so into this film, but I'm only an hour and 50 minutes. So I'm a tad bit behind for this marathon, but considering that, the length of the movies that I've been watching, it doesn't really matter because I'll be going until about 11 or 12 tonight anyway. So, and I've already knocked out half of my categories. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go get something to drink now because I didn't buy any drinks or snacks. So I didn't know I was gonna do it right away. I had planned on doing it this morning, but I didn't know I was gonna start the marathon at night. So I'm gonna go out and get something to drink, maybe a couple snacks and stuff. I'm not gonna bring the camera with me this time, but yeah. I got kind of a weird angle going on here, and I'm looking at my computer and all that stuff, but it's all good. But yeah. So I will see you guys in the next. All right, guys. Well, I just got back from getting a whole bunch of Diet Cokes and stuff. They have this thing at the gas station where if you buy 5 of these, they give you money. So I just get 5. I know some of y'all are like, well, it's just easier. It's probably just more of a deal just to get cans or whatever. Sorry, I'm still watching The Godfather Part 2. It is, but the thing is that if I buy all of them, I'm going to drink all of them. And so I only get a few of these. And then, because usually I drink a ton of water every day, but I also drink like a few sodas. And whenever I buy a mass amount of sodas, I always drink those more. So I only get a few, and just for the caffeine, because I didn't really feel like drinking coffee this morning because my stomach was still upset from what I told you guys about the black beans and rice and stuff. And but yeah, I'm still watching The Godfather Part 2. part of this Godfather Blu-ray set that I got. Unfortunately, it didn't come with the slipcover. So if any of you guys have a slipcover or see a slipcover of this for this edition, let me know, because I need to pick it up eventually, because they're my favorite movies. So I mean, I gotta have it in the best possible shape. Yeah. But anyways, let me continue with my movie, and I will get right back to you. All right. Well, I just got done watching The Godfather Part 2. It is noon. I just cannot believe like how awesome this freaking movie is. I always forget. But yeah, I don't know what I'm watching next. I'm gonna eat some lunch. My wife's coming home for lunch, so I will continue this probably in the next 45 minutes or so. Alrighty. Hey guys, Ryan here. Like I said, I'm getting started again. The next film I'm gonna knock off my list is the film that, in my opinion, is underrated, and that is Walt Disney Pictures' Rocket Man, starring Harlan Williams. And basically, this movie I really loved when I was a kid. I think it came out in 1996, I believe. I forgot when it came out. Well, either way, it came out in the 90s. It's a really hilarious movie. I really, really like it. Trying to see if I see a year on here. Why don't they put, I mean, it just says yeah. Yeah, I don't know when this came out. I'm pretty sure it was like 1995, 96, or 97, around that time period. But it's basically about Harlan Williams' character, who is, you know, because of his certain training in the area that he has to like repair something on Mars. I'm pretty sure that's what because sometimes I just don't. Let's see. Yeah, like yeah, basically Harlan Williams' character is a astronaut, or he's a guy. He's like really smart with computers, and he invented stuff for the space program. And through a series of situations, the guy who was originally supposed to be on the Mars flight, go to Mars, couldn't do it, and so they needed him to go on there. It's William Sadler's character. We got Jeffrey DeMunn is in this, Beau Bridges, Jessica Lundy, Harlan Williams, of course. It's just a really, really funny movie, and I always really enjoyed it. It's really kind of one of those easygoing, just laugh-a-thons. And to me, this movie is held up over time. There's some movies that I've watched since I was a kid that I thought were awesome, like Man of the House with Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I think was a really, really funny movie. The Stupids, Carpool, House Arrest. Those are all movies I used to love, but for some reason, like Man of the House didn't really hold up too good. Like when you're older, you look at it, you're like, man, this kind of sucks. But Rocket Man, I still think is good. Of course, Carpool is awesome. So is The Stupids, and House Arrest. All those movies I love. Camp Nowhere. But this was one that was more for kids, like really for kids. But I really enjoyed it. So that's what I'm watching next. All right. I just got done watching Rocket Man. Awesome, hilarious movie. I'm really glad I own it. It'd be cool to get a Blu-ray of it one day, but I'm not sure it'll ever come out with a Blu-ray. But yeah. The next up film I'm gonna watch is foreign film, and I was gonna watch a variety of different films for this, but I was going to watch Sancho the Bailiff, like one of my favorite movies, Estrada. I was going to go for something really good, really, really, really good. And I was like, you know what? I still am in my Godzilla mood. So for my foreign film, I'm going to watch the original Japanese Godzilla, which is Gojira. And yeah, so I'm going to go take it out and put it in there. And this actually is the Toho set. It's not the Criterion one, even though I really want that one. But yeah, it comes with both. yeah. So that is what I'm watching now. And when I'm done with this, I'll probably take a break. My wife will be getting home. We'll probably watch, some TV shows to catch up on, and I'm going to continue the marathon after that. So, yeah. Sorry if this video has a lot of weird angles. I'm just trying to keep it different. Like sometimes I'll look at the camera, sometimes I won't. I'm just trying to keep it, because I didn't really have anything planned because of, my series that I do now on Geeky TV on Mondays, movie Chattaway with Ryan Chattaway. And I just got done doing my Luke Ryan video where he came and visited me, him and his fiancee Connie. And I got a couple other video projects I'm going to be doing, so I wasn't going to go all out and make a huge feature-length marathon video. I was just going to document it because I got some other videos that I have in mind that I'm going to do that are going to be really, really special videos. So, yeah, so this is just going to be a regular, I'm editing all the footage together kind of video, just so you guys see what I did for my marathon. Yeah. So, so far, yes, I've watched, let's see, 1900 for my flop. I watched Godzilla versus Biolante. I watched The Godfather Part 2, Rocket Man, and I'm getting ready to watch Godzilla. So that will knock out all my categories. So pretty much for the next 6 hours, I have an abundant amount of time to watch other films. So I'm definitely going to watch, this Godzilla film, catch up on some TV shows, and then pop in some stuff later. I might be joining the guys tonight for Movie Gangbang to kind of finish out my marathon, but I'm not sure yet. But anyways, I will see you guys in a second. I really hope that they, in the new Godzilla film, it'd be cool if they reuse some of these original Godzilla themes and like theme songs and just update it a little bit and like do kind of and like surprise us with it. I think that'd be really cool.
Alright guys, well, it is now 12:39 a.m. I've been awake for a very long time. I watched some TV shows with my wife for a couple hours, so I figured I'd make up that time. I joined Movie Gangbang, as you guys saw, and yeah, now I was planning on finishing up, but I think I'm going to do one more film. That means I would have been awake watching movies for probably about 26, 28 hours, 26, 27, something like that. So, yeah, and I've been awake for it's 12:40 a.m. on the 12th. I've been up since 9 a.m. on the 11th. No, 9 a.m. on the 10th is when I woke up. Took a couple hour nap before I started the movie marathon, and yeah, so I'm pretty tired, but I think I'm gonna watch one more, and so I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna watch. So yeah. Anyways, I think I'm going to end the video here because I'm going to pack all this stuff up because I got my webcam and everything all set up because I was on Movie Gangbang tonight. We watched Chillerama, which I'm actually going to do a sum up of all the movies that I watched at the end of this video. So that's what you'll see. I'm going to do a sum up then. But I'm going to go ahead and head out now and get my computer and everything packed up, and I'm going to be filming a sum up tomorrow sometime after I wake up. And yeah, thank you for joining me this year. It's been fun. It's been long, but it's been worth it.
What? What? How did I end up here? I was just in the middle of watching Luke's marathon. How did my computer get up here?
We love
go. Well, it's our favorite films.
I don't know what happened, but next thing you know, it's already past the intermission. I'm an hour and 53 minutes into the video, and they just got done watching Back to the Future, one of my favorites.
Back to the Future.
Well, my cameo just showed up. Yeah, me and Robbie Webster and some other YouTubers have a cameo, and man, he really edited it together perfectly. Getting a little bit tired now. I'm 2 hours and 30 minutes in now. As you can tell, this video is getting quicker as it goes on. They got done watching Citizen Kane and they loved it, and I was so glad that they loved it. I mean, who doesn't? I mean, it's in my top 10, one of my favorite films. So, let's keep cracking. Alright, well, I just got to the end of it, and yeah, it was such a great video. I didn't film some of the stuff. They watched like Clue and some Buster Keaton, and I just didn't film it because I am running low on memory and I need to be able to edit this video. So yeah, definitely by far the best marathon videos he's done, and one of my favorite videos ever I've seen on YouTube. He really went all out this year, and so congratulations, dude, for conquering the marathon. So it was over 3 hours, about 3 hours and 5 minutes. Had some great cameos in it, like I said, and he just did a really, really great job editing. And yeah, as you can tell, I'm exhausted, and I think I'm gonna go take a shower now. Hello?
Hey Ryan, it's Luke. Well, I was just wondering if you watched my marathon video yet.
Yeah, I actually just got done watching it now. Man, it was really, really good. I didn't realize I was going to do all of it because it was pretty long.
See, well, I'm sorry to say it, but I just uploaded my director's cut, which kind of captures my original vision, so...
What the hell's the matter with you, man? What are you doing this to us for?
What? Why are you getting so angry? Well, at least I did it. Just watch it, please. I really want to know what you think. And if you're a true fan, you'll do this for me.
If I was a real fan, you're gonna throw that in my face? I mean, come on, dude. What the heck's your problem? How are you about to do this to me? I just sat through 3 hours of you babbling on about movies that I wasn't watching with you. So how fun do you think that was? You want me to do it again just for a few extra things? Can't believe I gotta sit through this crap again.
Holy monkey balls, Batman! That shit was like Inception! Fucking watching movies for 24 hours, you crazy son of a bitch! I don't know how the hell anybody can watch movies for 24 hours. I would go completely out of my mind. I would want to go outside to see what the hell outside looks like after all that time. Could you even stand up straight if you're just sitting down all that time? Oh my god!